Hello, my sweet babes. My goodness, it's been a while since I've popped on here. I had a spontaneous adventure and inspiration for the last 2 weeks. Feel like I've been on an intuitive scavenger hunt, and it's been so much fun. I have to show you where I'm at here. Look at this. It's so gorgeous. It's actually Bali right over there. So I've been having one of those experiences that I actually haven't had in a while, where my intuition is like, hey, it's time to pop on. It's time to make live. It's time to do something here. And so what came to me was talking about visions. I think it's something that people that I'm around talk a lot about. It's like, I had a vision, I had this, I had that. Now, visions are a possibility. Visions are something that are on an existing timeline, and visions don't always necessarily have to mean that it is going to come true. But what it does is it actually pivots the choice points, or the way that you make decisions and navigate the territory in the absolute present moment. So when you have a vision, what a vision feels like, first, the vision will come through as like an image, right? Because obviously it's called a vision. So it'll come through as an image. And when that image comes through, it's very, very clear. But this is what you want to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to the sensation of the feelings that you are feeling behind the vision. It's the same with dreams. You want to pay attention to the feeling that you are feeling. So when you have a vision, and this is how I navigate it, and this is how it's been very helpful for me, and why I've found myself sitting on this beautiful balcony on another tiny little deserted island in Indonesia, in the most blissful and beautiful experiences that I haven't even been able to imagine. And this is how I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. Is that I have these visions, and the visions they come with the sensation, they come with the feeling, as I've mentioned. And then what happens is I listen to them. I sit with it, and I feel it, and I feel in my body. If this vision is meant to put me in this direction, how does that make me feel? If this vision is meant to put me in that direction, how does it make me feel? And so I sit in the present moment and I look, okay, this feels this way, this feels aligned this way, this doesn't feel aligned. And if it feels aligned, what you'll feel is an openness. You'll feel an openness of experience and expansion. Now, what might happen after that is that you have that experience of expansion, and you feel the path of most allowance, the path of most enjoyment, which is the path of least resistance. So when you're feeling that, the momentum is building. And when the momentum is building, you can recognize within yourself that you are gaining traction in your path to alignment. And the path to alignment is going to lead to your golden life. Your golden life is going to lead to your path of ultimate purpose. Your path of ultimate purpose is going to lead you to an experience of soul fulfillment that is going to help you fully embody your soul's divine journey, your reason for being. So this is how we break it down in the very small, itty bitty moments. That moment to moment isn't like, oh, well, this is my vision, this is my dream, this is what I want to be doing with my life. It's like, okay, well, how do we pay attention to getting there? And so this is what I'm telling you. A vision, when a vision comes through, the visions that are really important to pay attention to feel like a memory. Hear me when I say that. The visions feel like a memory. So what does that mean? It means that it feels like it's already happened. That's the difference between an idea. I have this idea, I want to go take a plan. And an idea is a beautiful thing too, because when you're at the beginning of your spiritual awakening and you're at the beginning of your spiritual journey, the way that your higher self communicates to you is through ideas. Once you get that idea circuit flowing, it opens up to how does your higher self, how do you in the quantum field communicate with you as the egoic consciousness? And so it opens up, and so you start to have visions. And these visions are so powerful, but I'm telling you, the sensation, this is how you know the difference. This is how you discern in your internal awareness, in your internal landscape, is that the vision itself feels like a memory because it feels like it already happened, because in the quantum field of timelessness, time does not exist, so it actually means that it has already happened. I'm going to take this a step further. That's pretty profound itself, but I'm going to take this a step further. So for me as a psychic, I rely so heavily on my clairvoyance, and I rely so heavily on these visions and experiences that I have in meditation, or that I have when I'm just walking down the street, or that I have when I'm swimming in the ocean, because these visions have led me to so much fruitfulness in my life, so many rewards and so many blessings in my life. So I've learned to pay attention to them. This is the other thing, is that lately I've been experiencing little cookie crumbs, just little bits. I'm not seeing the bigger picture because I think so much is in flux on this planet right now, that there are so many different timelines that we are ascending through and we are moving through so quickly that there isn't one set timeline. And that's actually what we talked about in the new moon transmission today in the moon club. We actually looked at if this is the trajectory of the timeline that you're on, and you have the opportunity to step onto one that's easier, more seamless, it's a bit of a shortcut. Are you willing to take it? It's going to speed things up a little bit, and it might make you a little bit emotionally uncomfortable, and it might make you a little bit logically like, what's happening logically? And this is where you really impress the capacity to be able to strengthen the muscle of trust, of intuitive trust. And if your intuition is telling you and encouraging you to do something, then you flex that muscle. And by flexing that muscle, it encourages you to continue using that on and on and on and on. And it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And you get more and more capable in deepening your trust within yourself, which makes it easier to navigate the world. And this is what happens after you get through like the real heavy lifting of healing. If you have traumatic experiences that have happened in your life, and it's taken me about 10 years to move through the traumatic experiences that I experienced in the first, let's say 23 years of my life. It takes some time. And this is me working on it every single day. Every single day. I've dedicated my life to this. Well, what I'm experiencing is that as I've moved, and rewards and blessings have happened through the whole healing process, undoubtedly so. But I've gotten to the point where I'm really at the very tail end of the last of the remaining trauma. So I don't have any more trauma to move through that's like the heavy lifting. And what I'm experiencing is so much more openness, so much more freedom, so much more bliss, so much more internal liberation, even amidst whatever it is that's going on in this world today. I want to share that with you as an inspiration to let you know that if you're sitting in your house and you're like, the world is crumbling, the sky is falling, everybody's going to be dying, the vaccines are terrible, we can't move, we can't go this, we can't do this. If you're in that fear cycle and you're spinning in it, I want you to know that you can transcend that. It's a frequency. That's all it is. It's a frequency that you have egoically attached to subconsciously to keep you in a safe environment. Your ego is designed to keep you safe. So when you transcend out of that, it's going to feel quite uncomfortable. But I want you to know that those frequencies and that energy still exists on this planet. I mean, look at this. Hello. Hi. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. The beaches still exist, the freedom still exists, the trees still exist, the dolphins still exist. I know it sounds funny to say this, and I think sometimes we just need a reminder. Even when I'm sitting here on Bali, I'm living in the jungle and I don't see the ocean very much, it's very easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and the routine of things. It very much is. And so I hope that you can receive this as a breath of fresh air. And I hope that you can allow the message that's here to plant some seeds for you now and in a month and in 3 months and in a year's time. Because what I've shared with you here about the timelines, about the visions, about the feelings, about the sensations, this information is so valuable when you start stepping into the quantum field and when you start becoming conscious that you are a co-creator of your own reality. Co-creator means you have some control and some things are just flowing with you and for you. And that's when strengthening the muscle of trust within you is so important. So important. All right, my loves, I hope you found this valuable. Please feel free to share, tag a friend, comment, all these things. As you know, they genuinely help and support me get the message out there. They genuinely help and support other people in receiving these messages, because we need all the support we can get here in the new earth. We really, really do. There are some people that have extraordinary information that is becoming more and more challenging and difficult to find. So the more that you can support not just me, but my brothers and sisters who are working in the light, and to get this information out there to as many people as possible, it is extremely helpful. It is extremely, extremely helpful. So please find me on YouTube. Please find me on Instagram. Please find me on Facebook. All of the platforms, all the things. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dear loves. And I want to let you know, we're just on the tail end of redesigning this new website that's coming up, that's specifically geared towards and centered around the Monad Society. And I apologize for this last year if you've tried to find any of my programs, because I've actually gotten a few messages that are like, I'm literally trying to buy your programs, I don't know how to do it. Well, it's because that's a whole other life. My point is, I'm ready now. I had to go through some healing. I had to go through some integrating. I had to really get clear on if I want to do this, because honestly, it's hard. I've been shadow banned. I've been kicked off Facebook. I've been blah, 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 blah. I'm not a victim to it. But what I'm sharing is that I'm ready now, and there are new opportunities that are coming for you and to you through this particular channel. So with that, setting the Newman intention that all of this is going to continue to grow and bloom and blossom. And I do truly hope that there is a space where you can align into that as well. But I mean, you'll find me again. I'll let you know what the site is, where you can find me, what the information is as it comes through. But it's going to be launching in the next couple weeks, so it's super exciting. All right, my sweet love, thank you for sharing this time with me today. I do look forward to chatting with you soon. Mwah! Ciao, ciao.